I'm an appreciation enthusiast, and I wanted to do a video that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I just got over 55 subs. So let's just say this is a subscriber goal. I guess you can call it that. First of many, hopefully. And I didn't write a script for this. This is unscripted. I just wanted to sit down with my camera and talk about my three favorite rappers of all time. This is not an easy thing to pick. This is very hard, actually. And I have a criteria, and I just pit them based off of my experience with them, how they have shaped me, and overall performance in albums and songs and stuff like that throughout time. So let's start. Number three would have to be Kendrick Lamar. I know this is kind of a upset for some people. Some people put him at the top. Not even top one, top two. But I think there's two people better than Kendrick Lamar. But let's talk about Kendrick Lamar for a minute. He's never had a bad project. Never. My least favorite project, besides Untitled Unmastered, would be Such an 80. But, even then, Good Kid Mad City, Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn are all, his best work. And that's saying something because I think their album is better than that. And those are some of the like definitive hip hop albums to listen to in this modern age. So it wasn't easy to pick Kendrick Lamar and have him at such a you know number three spot. But what I like about him, his versatility, his ability to present himself in different forms of music. Good Kid, Mad City is storytelling. Pimp a Butterfly is more jazz and soul, R&B, and then you have Damn, which is all over the place. But it's all storytelling. That's Kendrick's greatest ability is to tell stories, and that's what music, especially rap music, was made for, to express thoughts, feelings, emotions, and tell stories. So having him at number three made sense for me. I loved him for many years, especially when he put the Control verse out on the song Control with Jay Electronica and Big Sean. Completely changed the game at that point. He called out every relevant person and pretty much said, I respect you, but I'm gonna be better than you, and he was. He's been better than every single person on that song he called out, and I can guarantee that. Uh, yeah, it's this is really hard to do without a script and defend my points, but I really think you should consider Kendrick Lamar at least top three. If you don't do that already. Will we see more of Kendrick Lamar in the future? Obviously. Will we see better projects? Maybe. But as of now, he's already solidified his spot, his place in my list. Number two, this was really hard to do. I put Kid Cudi at number two. Now, I'll speak in personal opinion. This is very biased. Kid Cudi is probably not. It's probably no one's top three, or top or number two spot or number one spot. But I get that. Kid Cudi is definitely not for everyone. I would say he targets a certain audience, uh, the younger generation, obviously, those who have self-esteem, depression, suicidal thoughts, uh, abuse, substance abuse problems. Uh, that's his audience, is to make it better for those people. He wants to spread awareness of his life and how he came to be, and that if he can make it, so can you. And that's always been a theme of rap that I think has always been great to see. Like I did in my last video, the RMR, I listed that song as something I really enjoyed because it's true. It's true. The Rascal song, he's talking about coming out of nowhere and becoming something. Same with Kendrick Lamar. I'll say that too. Same with Kendrick Lamar. But Kid Cudi is just so relatable to me. I think it's kind of funny because I don't do drugs. Personal preference, and most of his songs are about marijuana for example. And I've never been able to connect with him through that, shared interest. But he's still my number two spot because I can see where he is coming from, why he's been so focused on this. And it's easy to dog Kid Cudi and say that Speeding Bullet to Heaven was bad. Wizard wasn't the best. That's his rock project. Both of them are. But I think Speeding Bullet to Heaven is okay. It's obviously not the best, but it's probably the worst. I will say that it's probably the worst. But I think Man on the Moon 1, 2, Indicud, Satellite Flight, Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying are all infinitely better. You can just forgive that album. And Wizard, I like Wizard a lot, and I hope they do something else. He mentioned it, I put it on Twitter some time ago, that Wizard. What he mentioned that Wizard might come around again, which I'm really excited for. You probably heard him more recently on the Scots song with Travis Scott, and if that is your first time listening to Kid Cudi, uh, dive into this person. Check out Man on the Moon 1 and 2 first, obviously. Man on the Moon 2 is my favorite album of all time. Spoilers. And I just think you should listen to it. It'll probably change your perception on life and how you think and how you feel. And personally, I don't listen to that album often, just because it's so sentimental to me that I just don't even want to, outgrow it. I listen to it when I need to, and that's it. And definitely treat it as that if that's what suits you. Don't keep replaying it because then you're gonna get sick of it and it's gonna lose value. But that's how you interpret music, similar to I do. You know, keep that one on a shelf for a rainy day. And yeah, so let's just go number one. You probably already know who it is, but I'll give you a hint. All right, it's Kanye West. If you couldn't tell by this picture, Kanye West is my favorite rapper of all time. Uh, I can do a whole video on just Kanye West, and I probably will one day. Kanye West has changed who I am, changed my thoughts on music. He's an influence on me. Uh, he's done everything. Everything he's done, I'm a fan of. I'm not religious. Kanye, it's a gospel record. I like it. You know, uh, I'm not a fan of. I'm not really that much into experimental, you know, sounds. Like I like death grips. That's probably the furthest I would go. But yet Kanye is Jesus, and I love it. For the longest time, I was convinced that Jesus was my favorite album, my favorite Kanye West album, and I was wrong. It's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, only by a tiny point, like a fraction of a point. I looked up to this guy. Kanye is one of my role models. I saw Kid Cudi in concert, and I cried. That was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'd seen like your idol in person on a stage. It was just insane. Like I can't even think about it if I saw Kanye West in person in a concert or anything. It would just be amazing. I have almost all of his records on vinyl. I have a picture of him in my room. He's my ringtone. Gorgeous is my ringtone. My wallpaper on my phone is Kids See Ghosts currently. My Alexa is background is Kid Cudi and Kanye West. This guy is all in my life. If there was a Kanye West pop vinyl, I would have bought it by now. There's just so much to say about Kanye West that I can do a whole video on if you want. Just telling about my experience with Kanye West, how I got into him. But I think he's never put out a bad project. My least favorite album is probably College Dropout. Maybe. It changes. But none of them are bad by far. Even Jesus is King is not bad at all, as some people would say it is. I just think Kanye West is the most versatile musician, rapper, that has ever come out. And maybe that'll change one day. He's inspiring new artists all the time. Even Brockhampton was made through a Kanye West forum page. Like, that's how influential that guy is he can make a whole boy band. It's one of the best boy bands of all time. because of his influence. So, I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. Thank you for getting me 50 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Uh, and you know, in the comments, put down if you made it this far. Thank you. In the comments, put down your three favorite rappers or five if you can't decide. If you want to give a reason why, I'll read everything, and I want to see what you guys think. So, yeah, have a nice day and stay safe.